In this video, we're going to show you how to change your wheel bearing on a 2014 Infiniti Q50. And this is what a bad wheel bearing looks like. So we're going to get right into it. First of all, we're going to grab our 21 mil socket and our impact. We're going to pull this wheel off. Okay, now we're going to get that out of the way. Okay, so now that we got the wheel turned, we're going to put a screwdriver in here, a straight screwdriver, so we can back this caliper off, so we can pull it off the rotor. We got that backed off. We're going to take off these two 14 millimeter bolts. There's one up top and there's one down here. Okay, got these all loosened up. So before I do that, before I take this off, I'm going to grab a bungee cord or a caliper hook, put it around the upper control arm, just so we have somewhere to hang this. We'll take our two caliper bolts off, and we're going to pull this off. We're going to hang this thing up out of the way. Okay, so now we got our caliper off. We have our bungee cord holding up our caliper. Get our brake mount off. So we have these two bolts here. We have one right here, and we have one down here, and that's a 22 millimeter socket. We have our caliper bracket here. The bolts loosened off. We're going to get this out of the way. That's out of the way. We're going to remove our caliper. If you're going to save your brake rotor, do not hit it with a steel hammer. You're going to want to hit it with like a board or a rubber mallet or punch from the backside. You don't want to wreck your braking surface. Move this cotter pin. So now we're going to take the nut off for the CV axle. And you can take that with an impact gun because these are only torqued to 92 foot-pounds. So on the back side here, you're going to want to take this 10 mil bolt out here. This is for the ABS sensor. You just want to take this out before you remove the hub to prevent damaging the sensor. Just take this 10 mil bolt out here. Give this a little pull. Get that out of the way. Got that ABS sensor out of the way. We're on the back side of the hub here, the spindle. So at the bottom here, there's one here and there's one on the other side. And then there's one here and there's one up here as well. They're kind of hard to see. It's a 17 mil. Get in there with a socket with an extension and a ratchet, and you break those free. Okay, so now you can see we got one here and there's one right there. Those are pretty tight. Bigger bar, piece of cake. The wheel straightened out, and we have all our bolts out. You can actually see here how much play there is. We have the ABS sensor out of the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap on here, and we're going to try and, because this has to pull outwards from the hub, and these are normally seized in pretty good. So you're going to have to pound on it pretty hard. I got my hammer. And just like that. Okay, so now that we got the wheel bearing out of the way, we're going to have to clean up all this surface. You can see all the oxidization here. So we're going to have to clean all this up, clean the CV shaft up, clean right here, mounting bolts. And we're also going to have to clean up where the ABS sensor goes in. wipe it down with a little bit of brake clean on a rag. Make sure everything's nice and clean here. So now we're going to grab some anti-seize. We're going to put it up here on this mating surface here because you don't want it to rust jack on the, because it's dissimilar metal to the dust shield. So grab some grease. I just have some EP2. You can use wheel bearing grease. You just want to keep this moving nice in the spline on the actual hub itself. Now we have our new wheel bearing ready for install. We have our dust shield all cleaned up. Now you got to make sure that the dust shield goes the same way that it came off. You can see on the back there. So we're going to put our dust shield. And another thing to note is there's these holes here. I don't know if you can see that. Where there's these holes, they have to line up with the ABS sensor hole because your ABS sensor is going to go through here. This is just a guard. Put your hub on, give it a little bit of a turn to go through the CV. It should slide right on there now that it's all lubricated. So now we have our 4 bolts in the back. We're going to get those started and we're going to tighten those up. All 4 bolts started. I'm going to go and turn the wheel so I can get access to the back here. I'm going to do the front here, pull them in, and then turn the wheel the other way, pull them in, and then I'm going to start torquing in the rear, torque on the front. And we're going to hit these with our torque wrench. And you're going to want to torque these to 65 foot-pounds. And we're going to turn the wheel and do the fronts. Now we're on the front bolts. Torque those up to 65. Okay, the wheel bearing is completely installed. Now we have to torque down the CV shaft. So you want to make sure that there's no binding and the CV shaft goes in and out of the hub nice and smooth. That's what that grease is for. Next we're going to put our nut on here. I like to put a little bit of blue Loctite right on the back of the threads here, just as extra security. Lock it on. Grab a bar in here. We're going to torque to 92 foot-pounds. Maybe turn. Try that again. Make sure nothing was binding. Okay, so that's all good to go. 92 foot-pounds. Now we're going to install a new cotter pin in here. Never reuse this cotter pin. Put our cotter pin through the hole. Bend it over, and this is just a fail-safe in case that nut ever does come loose. It can't fall off. Now we're going to wipe down our ABS sensor, get all the junk off there, right here, nice and clean, and we're going to reinstall this. Go with your 10 mil socket. Snug it up, you don't want to go too tight. Now we're ready to reinstall all of our brakes and put this thing back together. So this is all torqued down, got the cotter pin for safety. Your back bolts are torqued, everything's cleaned up. We're going to put some anti-seize on here. Now we're going to install our rotor. Get that nice and lathered up so nothing seizes here. And that rotor, when you got to change it, will come right off. So we cleaned all the back of the rotor, make sure there's no rust. Just like that. The next step is to get your brakes all cleaned up, get them all lubricated on the slides, and we're going to mount the caliper bracket right here. Okay, so now we got the caliper bolt started. Now we're going to tighten these up. We're We're going to pull our caliper down here. And press it in a little bit. Wipe the cylinder down with brake clean, and we'll get some fresh new grease in there. Going on cylinder face. Our caliper over. I'm going to start it here. We'll go ahead and tighten these up with our 14 mil. You know, nice and snug. You don't want to go too crazy because you don't want to break them off. Nice and snug. Make sure everything slides. Now it's time to get the wheel on.